I want to first start this video off by giving condolences to the families that lost their lives in the El Paso and Dayton, Ohio shootings. It is unfortunate, and if anybody that's related to them watching today, I want to let you know that my heart goes out to you. And such things and atrocities should never, ever happen in the United States of America. And I then also want to take the opportunity to mention some partitions of the manifesto of the El Paso shooter, with his being perturbed about the mass immigrants in the United States and how white people were being pushed out. And the changing face of America, and how he agreed with some of the other, bombings or shootings in New Zealand and all of that. And, how he agreed with some of the other stuff that was going on in the world. But somehow I'm seeing liberals take the opportunity to associate these killings or brutalities with the fact that Donald Trump's rhetoric is the catalyst behind these people's actions. Somehow this is Donald Trump's racism that is the problem. And I kind of want to speak to that. It's very important to me to talk about this. As much as you don't like Donald Trump, I don't care. As much as you may hate Donald Trump, I don't care. I'm not here to defend him. I'm not here to big him up. But I'm also not going to sit here and act like America didn't have problems before Donald Trump was the president. Like America didn't have these mass problems with violence before he was the president. That's not being fair, okay? And what that is called being disingenuous. It's called lying. It's called not telling the truth. It's called, I want to take the time to blame my problems on people just because I don't like them. Oh, because he says something on Twitter that I don't like, I want to blame this on him. Like for example, I'm gonna call his brother out right now. Amin Ra. He's a good buddy of mine. He's in Kenya. He was so quick to talk about how glad that he wasn't in the United States. Okay. Because of these things that are happening. But Kenya had a terrorist attack a few months ago. 13 people got killed outside of Westlands. Does anybody say, oh, you shouldn't go to Kenya because of that? Here's the problem. You can pick and choose to blame things on people because you don't like them, or situations because you don't like them. And especially black people want to do that. But the problem is America has its own problem. Donald Trump ain't the problem of America. America been had that problem. See, because you cannot fix that by blaming others. This is the same thing that happens in the black community too. Yes, let's blame everything on the reason why the black community ain't stuff. Let's blame it on, all the time, white folks. Many times, white people who have nothing to do with what the problem is right now. Let's blame it on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the reason why there are white men who are upset in America because immigrants coming in. White people have been upset with a lot of people before Donald Trump was born. Ever heard of slavery? Ever heard of mass incarceration? Ever heard of any of these things? These things existed way before, okay? So you cannot sit here and say this lie. I'm not going to let you do it. And blaming Donald Trump for those things? So if that's the case, then we should never have any mass problems with any kind of violence ever. before Donald Trump was the goddamn president. Never. We should never have these problems. But because you cannot promise me that, you are full of, you're full of shit. And then if you want to blame racism on Donald Trump in the black community, I really got to talk to you about, this is one thing. I got to get back to black people too, because this is a black show. How long are we going to blame our problems? I'm not saying all of you, but some of you. It is so easy to blame your problems on other people. Americans in general, black people in particular. Let's blame all our problems on people that really don't have a dog in the fight. Donald Trump don't really have a dog in the fight, okay, to be honest. And I'm not trying to kiss his ass or anything like that. But Donald Trump didn't invent racism. One of the problems is that black people themselves, okay, in this case, those people who wanting to blame him, like the RBR network. Some of the problems that we have in America are our own problems for other people that are not black. Some of the problems you have in America are your own problems. They are not Donald Trump's problems. They are not Barack Obama's problems. Some of them, okay? They are not legislative. They are your own problems. And see, defeated people will sit around and blame everybody under the sun for why they have messed up. And this is what keeps America in a sunken place. Blaming others for your mistakes. Because you don't like them. You don't like what they say on Twitter. You don't like what they say on Facebook. Oh, on Instagram. You know, and then you look at this generation that we're in right now. This is the worst. I hate to say this. One of the most crybaby ass generations that ever been is this one right here. Sad to even say that I'm a part of it. People whining and complaining and just bemoaning themselves all day. And I'm telling you, for you people out there who continue to blame others for your problems, complain the president for your problems, complain why somebody goes out, and then also another thing too, you know, people want to complain, and that's another part. You know, let's say he's mentally insane or whatever. That does go on too, right? We know they're gonna sweep that under the rug for some of these people doing stuff, but at the same time, it's just weak and it's garbage. When these problems have been going on for hundreds of years. And again, I say, in closing, come up with a better excuse. Because it's getting quite tiring, all right? Blaming the white man, blaming the black man, blaming the orange man, blaming who shot John, who did it and why. I mean, it's just, you know, at a certain point, it's so annoying. And it just, you know, nobody wants to be around a whole bunch of crybabies blaming people for the problems that this country has been having. It's embedded in the culture. Racism has always been a big problem, okay? Nobody makes anybody do anything. All right? There are other people who are, let's say, quote unquote, nationalists who might not agree with immigrations. You have black people who don't agree with immigrations. You have black people, you have even Hispanics that don't agree with all immigration. It don't make them go out and do stuff. People do stuff because they want to do it. If I go out and jump out the window and I write a manifesto, I jumped out the window because Donald Trump said so, would you believe me? No. I probably jumped out the window because I was stupid, right? And I jumped out the window because I ain't got no goddamn sense. That's why I jumped the damn window. You know, people are giving him too much power, as if he had to have a wand. Go over there and jump out the window. Just like he should be held accountable for his actions, America has to be held accountable for it. Every individual citizen may make or break America every damn day. And it's the same thing goes in the black community, goes on anywhere else. So guys, what do you think? Drop me a line here in the comments. Let me know. And as you guys know, the buffoonery always remains at an all-time high. I'm out.